In today's program, we've got so much to share with you, and we trust you will stay with us all the way and enjoy all that we put together for you on the program. As usual, our curtain raiser is the motivational segment, especially if you're a business person. I mean, the information, the skills that you're equipped with through the anchor person of the first segment on Wednesday's edition of Discipline Online TV. They are invaluable. If you would follow those steps one after the other, within a few years, few months, maybe weeks, you will be smiling to the bank. We're just giving you this free of charge as part of our corporate social responsibility. And so don't take it lightly, because sometimes there are those who want to place a higher premium on something that they pay for. On a normal day, if you would invite Inuagata Sahai for a business talk, a business coach, it's going to cost you mega bucks. But we're bringing this to you free of charge. So don't take it lightly. And as I expect, get a pen, get a paper, take some jottings, review them every now and then, internalize them, imbibe them. That's the only way you can put them to practice. If you leave them in the head, they're not in your mind, I mean, it's just going to evaporate someday, somehow. So welcome on board this morning at ITV Wednesday's edition. We'll go right away to join Inuagata Nozahai, your business coach, on the first segment of the show. Inuagata, thank you for joining on the program.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Take it away.
Thank you. Good morning. So good to come your way today and just make your day valuable, make your business and career pursuit valuable. Once again, I am Inuagata Nozahai. Now, last week, while we were discussing, I seriously hammered on the need for you not to advertise what you don't have the capacity to deliver. Because if you do, the outcome at the end of the day is going to result to the brand erosion of your business. If you cannot deliver it by yourself, don't advertise it. If you cannot deliver it by partnering with another business, there is no need to advertise it. If you cannot dispense it by outsourcing, there is no need to advertise it. That is just so important. And while concluding last week, I did also hammer on the need for you to have a BBV, a business brand vision. And today, we are going to be taking it further and we are going to be looking at another type of BBV. The last BBV we looked at last week was having a business brand vision. Today, the BBV is branding beyond visuals. Branding beyond visuals, BBV. Branding beyond visuals, BBV. Now, many businesses in our environment, when they go about branding their businesses, they seem to limit that branding venture, branding exercise to just elements and tools of visual impression. They get beautiful logos, very important for you to have that. They get an aesthetic business premises. That is so important. They also, get that place well painted, and they even have what they call branded, dress code and all the rest. And these are very important. But your branding exercise should not just be limited to these tools or elements of visual impression. Now, logos are important to draw attention, and drawing attention is so key. You need to be able to draw the attention of prospect and customers for them to know what you have to offer. Then having that aesthetic office premises, business premises, giving it that powerful visual impression, they are all very critical, for you to draw attention. But if you limit your branding drive to just tools and elements of visual impression, it is going to be what I call sepulchre branding. Sepulchre branding. It's like when Jesus told the scribes and the Pharisees, he said, you are like the whited sepulchre. Outside, you look so beautiful and attractive. He said, but inside, you are full of dead men bones and all of uncleanness. Now, this is the situation of so many businesses out there. They have the capacity to draw attention, but they lack the capacity to retain attention. They are just sepulchre branding, pseudo branding. Don't just limit your branding drive to visual impression. You need to take it further. This is just so important. Now, let me define branding properly for you. Branding is intentionally integrating elements of visual impression and attributes of retention. You just need to document that this morning. Branding is the strategic integration of elements of visual impression or attraction plus attributes or virtues of retention. It is one thing for you to have the capacity to draw attention, which is just so important. Then it's another different ball game entirely for you to now have the attribute and virtues to retain the attention. And this is a challenge we have in our business environment, whereby there are so many businesses that have the capacity to get your attention. But when you come in, the experience they dispense to you don't want you to return back for a repeated patronage. And any business that is just limited to just visual impression, visual branding, this business does not have a future. The business will not be able to stand the test of time. So it is very important for you to brand beyond visuals. And one strategic way you can do that, in addition, approaches you can engage to brand beyond visuals, in addition to your tools and elements of visual impression, is for you to always acknowledge the presence of customers when they come in. Now, there are so many businesses that if you just go into, for 30 seconds, nobody is telling you good morning. Nobody is telling you what can I do for you. Nobody is telling you welcome. 30 good seconds. You are just there looking. You see them operating their phones. You see them on the computer. And why did you open the place? It's to attend to people. And so you must possess that soft skills, that human finance skills, to be able to quickly acknowledge the presence of customers immediately they step in. Even if, as the customer comes in, even if you are attending to other customers or another customer, you need to show that body language, show a body language to the customer that I saw you, I have seen you. It could just be with a beautiful smile. As the customer steps, you just give him a pleasant smile. You nod your head to acknowledge that, yes, I saw you, sir. I saw you, ma'am. And in addition to that, you could also use your hand to just direct him to an empty seat for him or her to take her seat or his seat while you are wrapping things up with the customer that you are presently attending to. This is just so important. Learn to acknowledge the presence of customer. Learn to use that to brand beyond visuals. See, if I am passing your office place or your business place and your aesthetic premises draws my attention and I come in and I'm in there 15 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, nobody is telling me good afternoon or good morning, nobody is telling me welcome, nobody is asking me, sir, what can we do for you? I will walk away and I will most likely not come back. I will move because you don't value the people that come in. So even if anybody is coming in there to engage your services or buy your product or make inquiries, it is very, very important for you to acknowledge their presence. This is a professional thing you must do that will help you to brand yourself beyond visuals. Remember the definition of branding. I said that branding is you intentionally, mixing attributes of mixing elements and tools of attraction plus attributes of retention. Many businesses don't have problem with the capacity to attract, but they have a strong lacuna, a serious gap with the attributes to retain. That is where we are having problem. And then also learn to help the customer to manage their time. Help the customer to manage his time. Time is a resource that when it is wasted, it is irrecoverable. You cannot recover it. And remember, these customers have other things they are doing. They are busy with other things. You are in your office, you are in your workplace, as it were, Now, when they come in to engage your product or buy your service or make an inquiry, it is important for you not to waste their time. It is important for you to make sure that, there are processes and systems put in place for you to help the customer manage his or her time. One of the factors that result to customers' time being wasted is disorganization. You just enter the place, the entire system is disorganized. The entire system, does not have proper organization, and then you also see a situation whereby there is carelessness, and at the end of the day, as a result of all this lacuna, that customers' time is wasted. I seriously believe that profound value have been added to you today. And I know you will always want to reach me so that we can take this conversation to the next level. And that is why my phone numbers have been on the screen. The MTN is 080-6686-5060. I take it one more time. 080-6686-5060. And the Glo is 080-529-29120. I just take it one more time. 080-529-29120. 29120. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I will still be the amiable Inuarata no Sahai. Thank you.
Thank you, Inorata Musahai. It's always spectacular the way you bring up this presentation.
Thank you.
And bit by bit, you just expand a different aspect of the business world, unveil it to our viewers for their benefit.
At no cost.
At no cost, yeah. I think that for anyone who wants to grow his business, brand his business, make it more viable, make it have a wider reach and penetration, this is the spot to be every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, yes.
Yeah, get this information and then put them to practice. Because the things that you hear every now and then, every day, they are the ones that will stay with you and will guide you all the way to become whatever you want to be.
Very true.
You want to add something on that?
Yes. In addition to that, there is power in repetition also.
Okay.
You know, sometimes we discuss a topic, you know, let's say 6 months later, you know, when people are faced with different challenges and different issues, there's a tendency to forget.
Yeah.
So sometimes 6 months later, we also review the topic again with updates, not just the way it was
before.
With updates.
But additional information would have been available.
Would have been available,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm always researching, always observing the field and making sure that, you know, studying the environment to make sure that things that needs to be corrected are corrected. T's that needs to be crossed, I's that needs to be dotted are dotted. So even when I'm reviewing topics I discussed before, they are coming with updated information. Why am I saying that? You just said something about the viewers, you know, the need for them to stick to this segment every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So even if there are things we looked at before that they might have forgotten, there's a way we still review and remind them again so that, you know, they will just make sure they always engage these, you know, strategies and nuggets to drive their business to the next level.
Okay.
It's very important.
Do you feel comfortable if someone said, look, some of these thoughts perhaps would be more realistic in a different business environment, maybe in Europe or in America, because the business environment, the business climate in Nigeria is very, you know, confrontational. There are a whole lot of things you need to contend with. Yes. How do you say about
Look
that?
at the topic I just looked at just now, branding beyond visuals.
Okay.
It's a universal principle that must be engaged.
Okay.
It's irrespective of the location, the continent, and all that. When people come to patronize you, acknowledge their presence. You need to do that everywhere.
Yeah.
Because without people, you don't have business.
Sure.
If they don't come to patronize you, you are not moving to the next level. You may spend millions of naira to get the place prepared and all that. And when you lack that human finance, that relational competency to effectively interface with them when they come in, you are not growing. You're not going to grow. In no distant time, the business will go moribund.
Okay.
You know, and so whether it's in the U.S., it's Australia, it's Nigeria, you know, such knowledge are very, very important.
The principles are the same.
They are the same. You know, gravity is gravity in Nigeria.
Thank you.
Gravity is gravity.
Thank you
in
very much.
Australia.
Inogata Musahai, thank you for this useful insight you brought to bear on the Business Coach segment of TMI Wednesday.